Final quarter, Ronnie, is coming up. Look, it's been a low-scoring game. It's 3 goals, 24 points on the board there. That is, of course, for Modewarre. Blue West, I'm out of breath a bit. I've run across the ground. I'm getting a bit old. 5 goals, 7.37 on the board there for Blue West. They've got a very handy 13-point margin. Laurie, Modewarre have to kick 3 goals to hit the front. They've only kicked 3 for the day.
Yes, there's a lot of footy left in this yet, though, David. I mean, they're going with the breeze. I'll tip Modewarre. I'm still going to go with them. Like, they've got Wally in the ruck at the moment.
There he is. There he is. Pavlik got it down nicely too. Oh, that hand pass wasn't too good. Here's a chance for Wosley to run under it. Got it in a bit of stride. Wosley got it out well. Moose is down. The Moose is in attack, and he screwed this back magnificently up that beat. And Russell's taking a mark in the forward pocket. Ho, ho, ho! This will be a sensation if he kicks the first goal.
He's on his left foot, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's pretty tough there, too, with the way the breeze is coming. It's directly from behind him. And
we didn't tip Moose to go into... Where's he playing?
He's centre-half forward.
Well, he's a centre-half forward. I think he moved across the ground there. Here's Russell straightened up. Oh, gee, this kick's all right. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Daryl Russell on the left foot in the wrong pocket has drilled it. Magnificent kick by that Hauser. And 4 points go on the board of that play. It's his first goal of the day. And Modewarre creep a little bit closer, Ronnie.
Yeah, nice start for them. And that's going to be a test of character for the Cheetahs because, Jason Franvlick, middle of the ground, had an opportunity to clear the ball, didn't do so after the Pavlik knockdown.
Well, it came from that system. Pavlik out into the forward line quickly, goal.
Okay, back to the centre.
Pavlik again.
Abco Easy Shop scoreboard shows 7 points the difference here. Here's the chance. Pavlik's got it down to the ground again. You're right there. Who's down the ground? Glenn McLean's kicked down the ground and Russell's got it again. Oh, the hearts are thumping in the heart there of the Blue West territory, Ronnie. Daryl Russell. Can he kick his second goal in 25 seconds? He's inside 50. Distance is not a problem for this player. He comes in a left foot kick. Needs to hit the left goal post. He's aimed for it. He kicked towards it. Waited this, waited it. It's a goal! Here come the Warriors! Oh boy, Croggy, we've been asleep up here for half the game, and all of a sudden Daryl Russell has injected some much-needed life.
And Sean Cannon reckons he's got his $5, but never mind. He's jumped on the bandwagon with you pair of idiots, and he reckons they're going to get up.
Do you want to make another?
They're still a point behind, Ronnie, but look, they've kicked 2 goals in a minute. 5 goals, 6.36 points on the board, Modewarre. Blue West have got 5, 7.37. Brought to you by the Abco Easy Shops in and around Geelong. And the Rockies 24-hour lost bit shows us we've gone for just 2 minutes of the final quarter. And Ronnie Brain, let's see if you can get the ball at the centre of Blue West.
Okay, well, the bounce was an absolute shocker. Went straight to Modewarre, and away they go. Up to half forward. Being held there, that was Siddle. He's got the footy again now.
Yes.
Got around Cowie. Feeds off there to Wood. Slaps it on his boot to the goal square. And Zamusa has pulled in a big one.
And I tell you, if he hadn't got it, Daryl Russell was right behind him. He would have caught it. Don't worry about that. Oh, here we go. The Moose.
He's played on, hasn't he? He bounced the ball, Musa.
No, he's just having a bit of rehearsal there. Bit of dirt, just knocking the dirt off. Here's the Moose now. It's his left foot kick, Laurie.
This will lift him if he can slot this one through.
And he scores a good score here.
Oh,
wait, it looks to have hooked it a bit, I reckon. Yeah, Moose, he's leveled the scores. Great sportsman, Moose. Didn't want to hit the front, just want to level and run. Is that right?
Yeah. Too much of a nice bloke, you reckon?
Well, you've got to say that move's worked. He's had a kick out here at half forward that set him up for a goal, and then he's got the mark in the pocket that missed.
There's a top kick from Cowie.
Yeah, doesn't waste any time at all. He's picked out Heath Box there at centre-half back. But frustration, nothing happening up the ground, and Heath Box just hesitates. Oh, he's kicked it straight to Ronnie Stoop. I think the wheels will fall off the Cheetah wagon.
Stoop over the top, goes to Kel McLean as Wigmore stands bemused on the mark, and Kel McLean takes the mark. Scragger. Alan Craig stands the mark now. Too far out to score, I'd reckon. In he comes McLean. No mark taken. Stoops a chance. Thrown off the footy by Juno. Play on as they call. Umpire now coming in and they're going to ball this one up. And, well, good decision. Close to the play on that occasion, Ronnie. Almost 4 minutes gone. The Rockies 24-hour lost bit time clock at the final quarter of the GWCFC Division 2 preliminary final. The winner goes into the final against Bannockburn. The loser, they get the mothballs.
Yeah, there's been a free kick paid to Stewie Scott for in the back out there at half back.
Wally forgot the footy there, I think.
Taking a bit of time, Ron, isn't he, Scotty? Yeah.
just steadies proceedings down. It's a lovely kick too, but he's kicked it there right in the way of Big Mick Bird.
He's the man they want to lift. He can control this game across half-back this quarter, Bird. And look where he's kicked it, into the corridor, looking for the Moose. Up he goes in front. From behind, Russell almost took the mark. Playing as the call. The ball in the pack there. Siddle tries to get it out. They dive in on top of it. At the base of that pack doing a bit of hard work. There was Bradbury getting up off the ground there. So too Glenn McLean. He's always at the base of the packs. And, well, the umpires are letting the ball it up. He is 52 metres out from goal. And Modewarre going into attack.
Bounce down. No ruckman could get a handle on the footy at all. Now Wosley over the top of it. Tries to get out with the ball but can't do so. Good pressure there from Nick Logino. As the Upco Easy Shop final quarter scoreboard shows the scoreboard all tied up 5-7, 37 apiece.
Ever seen such a low scoring final, Ron?
No.
No, I can't remember one either, but you're a bit older than me. Just thought I'd ask you. Up goes Stewie Scott. He heads for the actually the attacking side of the ground towards the boundary line. In they come. Chance Bringerworsen can't handle it. Vasily does well. Hooked it back into play. It's out of bounds. Oh, unfortunate for Modewarre. Oh, Vasily's kick was marked. Was that Darryl Russell down there in the forward zone? He took
Murray
the mark.
Scott has been on him for 2 quarters.
But the ball was out of bounds before Vasily got his foot to it, and a let off there for Blue West, because Darryl Russell would certainly have scored, and well, you'd have backed him for a goal from that margin. Up goes the big fella Cox in the ruck now, knocks it over the top towards Lucchino. He's pulled up the foot, he lost it. Back they go, Stoop knocks the ball out there by Modewarre. It's all right to Hovey. He has to kick in a hurry as Stewie Scott runs into him. Long kick from Hovey. Up goes Cowie in front, knocks the ball to the 2. Craig gets the hand pass out to Ingerworsen. Ingerworsen goes on right foot. This has got a swing back. It's out of the full! It's out of the full! At half forward for Modewarre. Ingerworsen allowing for the breeze to bring it back into play, and it didn't come, Ronnie. And the free kick here to Wasley.
He plays on quickly. I think he's kicked the goal.
Holy Moses! Holy Moses! God strike me dead, they said. Unbelievable. Wasley has kicked a magnificent goal.
That's the ones that turn the game, isn't it?
That's the match winner, that one. That was a beauty because he played on quickly. Poor checking from the West defence. No one on the mark, and he went. Bradbury came in late, but too late, she cried. Blazed away at the goals, and it has bounced through for a great 6-pointer. Modewarre now, they're 6-7.
This will test their character, West character.
Yeah, back to the middle. Look, there's a centre infringement here.
It's gone against West.
Oh, everything's going for Modewarre at the moment. Everything's going there.
Big Wally.
Big Wally, yeah, big fella Pebble. It took you 3 minutes to turn around there, Laurie, to go back and take this one. But Big Wally's got the centre. You got to kick it this side, son, and he does. He actually goes down the corridor. That's the place to go. Moose from behind. The Moose. I think he's plucked this one. He's plucking cherries from a cherry tree. He went over the top and he plucked it beautifully. And the big fella, the Moose. By gee, hasn't he played well? He played very well in defence. I've got him as their best player till 3/4 time, Ronnie Brain, and he set him alight. I've set him alight. He set him alight in this final quarter. Been a real target. Here comes the Moose. The left foot kick. He's got to kick it a long way. Oh, when he's gone the spiral. Torpedo. Reverse Benini banana kick. And he's been in it right through the middle. A sensational kick from the Moose. And here come the Warriors. Another one on the board there. They've gone further ahead. We've only played about 5 minutes of the final quarter of the Rockies 24-hour lost with time clock. And the Warriors have got them worried.
They certainly have. 7-7-49 Modewarre. 5-7-37, 8-minute mark of the final quarter here.
The Cheetahs are going to find something here, Ron.
Yeah, they've really got to dig deep. 94 preliminary final, Division 2.
They need a lift out of the middle. They can't get it with a bounce like that. It bounced straight to the rover, Hovey, who picked it up, tumbled it towards half forward. Oh, getting back. That's a good mark, Ronnie. Hey, who was it? Stewie Scott. Lovely mark in defence. And he's going to relieve the pressure here. The kick has to be good. It's all right. Lehman made the lead and made the ground and made the pace, and he made the mark as well. Vinnie Lehman, he kicks it out towards, centre wing Ingerworsen. Been a good player. Takes the mark. Hand passes over Lucchino. He's robbed the possession by Mason. Brilliant effort by Mason. It tumbles back the wrong way, though, as we see Frenlovic tumble the ball towards a left half forward, where Ronnie Brain lights another flag. He's a bit worried. Here comes Wigmore. Hand pass to Denning. Denning lines up, goes bang with the right foot into the goal mouth. Looking there for Westwick. Can't take the mark. At the back of the pack. Who wants this? Friday lays a great tackle. Well played, Shade Friday. Here comes Bird. Hand pass out wide. Hovey. Geez, played well since he got on the ground. I reckon Hovey's been a very good player. But I'll give him a lot of run. And Hovey tumbles the punt down towards centre wing and Russell's up and he takes the mark.
Yeah, great grab too there at centre wing. Russell up and at it. Long bomb up there for the high flyers. Cowie met solidly there from Wood. Loose ball now. Who's going to work hard? We see Gardner with it, but he's well collared there by the Moose, who just picks him up like picking cherries.
The Modewarre forwards worked very hard there, didn't they? Keep that in.
Yeah, they certainly did.
they can sniff the victory, I think.
Tell you what, how's he gone the last quarter, Moose? We played 9 minutes. He's had about 5 possessions.
He's gonna get another one.
He got another one. Left foot kick around the body. It's all right. The stoop. Up he goes, Roddy Stoop, and he takes the mark and centre half forward. I think he's just a shade too far out to steady here. Roddy's got to kick it nearly 50 metres. Is it too far for Roddy Stoop?
Nope.
Yes, I think it might be a bit too far.
Okay, we've got a bit each way here.
Drop
Roddy
back
says,
in, Moose. Moose is there.
Roddy says no. Laurie says yes.
Moose might grab this.
Here comes Stoop. He's going to have to stand a fair way back to grab it. He's cleared the pack, the bike kick, everything. A magnificent kick from Roddy Stoop, and the Warriors go further ahead.
They're home.
Yeah, they look pretty comfortable at the moment, and they've
We
started
said
off
they were home last week, but they got 5 in front. They got beat, Roddy.
Yeah, but there's not much fire in the middle of the ground from the Tudors camp at the present time, and the scoreboard tells the story. 8-7-55 Modewarre, Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club 5-7-37, and Modewarre have kicked 5 goals in 10 minutes.
Unbelievable. They kicked 3 goals for 3 quarters, and now they've gone bang, bang, bang. Oh, big fella Pavlik, he's an hand in this. Knocks it out of the centre. Here comes Russell, been a good player all day. Steadish goes back on that favoured left foot. You reckon they wait to that by now? They don't.
Oh.
There, Mason leads out and takes the mark.
POG.
Out of centre half forward, plays on. Long kick from the Moose into the pocket. Up in front. Oh, Modewarre have got it again. That's a mark down here. You got to let him go. Nicky Lacino will be 50 metres. Glenn McLean took the good mark. Nicky Lacino not quite severe enough with the fist run.
Just looking back to the centre square, where's Cox?
He's doing the ruck work, Ronnie.
Well, he's up in the forward pocket having a spell because he's been so busy today.
Okay, here comes McLean. Oh, awful looking kick from Glenn McLean. The Moose has taken the mark, but he took it about 27 metres back on the bike track. Moose, you can't claim that one, son, and you've got to hand the ball over. Free kick in defence here. Not a good kick from Glenn McLean on that occasion.
No, it wasn't, but...
could have really sealed it there with a good kick.
Ball is still down at the Modewarre end, and that's where the Warriors want it, is Franflick's kick, a good one, but McLean, good body work on Stewie Scott. It's too strong for him. Takes the grab at half forward, chip in, Wigmore. Ingsworth and over the top. Oh, Bradbury slipped at the crucial time. Good enough to get a kick there, and Scotty takes the ball at half back.
They've got to make something of this, Ron. They've got to kick a goal. It's no good saying, they've got to get it up there and kick one. The Scott's kick goes towards Lehman, who couldn't take the mark, but did very well at ground level. Always put down by a big Pavlik. Play on as the call. Could have been downfield, I would have thought. Up they go. Phillips did well. Knocked the ball. Here comes the racehorse. Russell gathers, spears the pass in too far for Mason. He's looking for Wood, in fact, over the back of the pack. Friendlovic's got it. He goes on left foot, Friendlovic. He goes out wide. He's looking there for Westwick, who's well up the ground. Got the ball. Tattles it around the boundary line. Not a good one at all. Here comes Friday. This is on Sunday, for Christ's sake. Thank God tomorrow's not playing. We've been all sorts of strife. Modewarre go into attack. Mason's got it again. He runs to the 50. The Moose straightens up and goes on the left foot. He's head of the ball. He kicks Hovey. Back with the flow of the ball. Lovely kick, Mason. I thought he's going to straighten up and have a long go at him, Ronnie, but he saw Hovey and he kicked the ball out in front of him, give him a chance to run out of it, and the little box has taken a mark.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the Moose would be pretty poised. I tell you what, he's pretty well pumped up. He's during the week.
He's played a top game, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Well, he was sensational in defence, wasn't he? Him and Coots were very, very good. Coots made a couple of mistakes, but apart from that, the Moose never made one, and now he's gone to centre half forward. That must be about his 7th kick in the final quarter.
Hovey, 20 metres out, 45-degree angle. Oh,
not a good kick from the box.
They should have made better of that.
You wonder whether that'll be important now. Look, that would have buried him, I reckon, Laurie.
Yes, definitely so, David. That they're important. You've got to bury them to them. He's done well though, Hovey, since he's come on.
Yeah,
he's been a very good player since he come on, and maybe that might be his go. He's come on when the pace is off it a little bit.
Yes, he might be right.
He's performed very well. Here's Cowie. He's been a grand defender. Chips it out nicely. Craig goes up, takes the mark, and a smack across the chops. Just for your trouble there, Alan Craig. 8 goals, 8.56 Modewarre. 5 goals, 7.37 Blue West on the Apco Easy Shops final quarter scoreboard. And as Laurie de Goldie suggested, Ronnie Brain, that is a 50-metre penalty, and Scragger comes up to the centre wing.
Yeah, opportunity now for them, but Bird has dropped back as a loose man in defence for the Warriors, so they're going to have to chip it around a bit, the Cheetahs, and he's chipped it too short. Westwick lead, well, chipping in there. Styles, I think you'll find, goes across to the member side half-back flank, and Wolseley, Modewarre doing as they like, actually.
Here's the Moose flying from behind. He can't take this one, though. They are doing as they like. You're right, Barney. They look very confident, don't they? Up went the Moose. Couldn't take it. Latta was there. Lacino was there also. It's gone out of bounds. I think you'll find it's a free kick going to go into Hovey. Lacino didn't give him the ball, and Hovey put it out, and I'll tell you what, he's got 50 metres for it.
He certainly has.
He might kick this one. He's had a practice shot from the for about the same position.
Well, distance shouldn't be a worry here. Good, strike me lucky. I reckon Ronnie Brown will do this with a drop kick.
It's like your golf shots, Cookie. He's having a practice.
Hope he doesn't look like a hook me 3 wood. He did the last one. Here's Troy Harvey. Played very well since he came on. This would have to be the sealer, or if he kicks this, it's all over, is it not?
Definitely. I think it's all over now, actually.
Okay.
I tend to agree with you, Laurie.
Here comes Harvey. Let's see how he goes. He drills at this one. Oh, he's got my 3 wood hook, I think.
He's done the same.
I think he's hooked to the left, yes. 1 point only. Troy Harvey, he's third behind of the afternoon. And they might be getting away with it now. They won't want to do that against Bannockburn next week, Ron.
No, certainly.
You've got to drill those runs. You've got to make them count.
Cowie now brings the ball straight in the middle of the ground, and Stewie Scott in front of Ronnie Stoop. Plays on now, looks up the ground. Long bomb. They're looking for Bradbury at the back of the pack. Sure, should have taken what was an easy grab and let it go. Modewarre kick off the carpet. Luchino there, paddles it back to Scott, who gets another touch of the leather. Up to half forward, Westwick, who was been very quiet. Oh, Lehman, been brilliant. Chips it across to the corridor. Looks there for the Scragger. Well, held, but no free kick. It's okay. He probably staged a bit there, and
I think a bit of experience there from Scragger. Thought I might get a free one here, but that wasn't to be, was it, Ron?
nah, not to be. Centre half forward the ball now. West into attack.
20 points the difference. Modewarre lead.
Big fist away too. Pavlik has been the difference between the two sides since going onto the ball in the last quarter. As Hovey met Scragger well. Boxes there. Hand pass to Bradbury. He handles this one a bit better. Now what's he do with it? Finally gives it to Wigmore. Long bomb. Denning back of the pack. Knocked away there, Phillips. Brasili looks to Phillips. Well done, Sean Phillips. Over the top he goes. Hand pass to the run of the big bird. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can.
Oh, Wigmore missed him.
Yeah, he did. And a long bomb now in front. Wood been very quiet today. Only kicked the one. Cowie. Oh, Box pulled off the ball. Didn't have it. Must get the free kick.
He's paid it against Michael Wood, actually.
Oh, he'd have to.
And I thought you meant Box Hovey was pulled off. I got to say, yeah, Heath Box.
No, Heath Box it was. Heath Box was pulled off.
Up he goes to Stewie Scott, short of the centre wing, and he'd taken a nice mark, and certainly not their worst play. Played a pretty good game today, Scotty. He's got this one short of the centre wing. Going to go back a few metres on the mark. It's big Wally Pavlik standing there.
Was a lot of hesitation, isn't it? It's not the normal Stewie Scott.
Just not enough moving up forward. That's why he had to hesitate. Up they go. Look for Lehman, punched away from him. At ground level, Ingwerson goes in, locked the ball out, give it back to Hogan. Been a very quiet player today, Jimmy Hogan. He tumbles the ball into the forward line. It's a chance for Iannelli. Little kick around the corner. Oh, well smothered. Knocked back from where it came there by Phillips. Back to Westwick. Westwick straightens up and goes on right foot. Dean Westwick, he's offline, but they badly wanted a goal. Still plenty of time left for Blue West if they can get their running game going once more.
Yeah, certainly, Cookie, and a better build-up there. Westwick should have done better on that occasion. Had all the time in the world to just slam it through, but allowed too much for the breeze, and a bad miss. 8:38 Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club. 8:57 Modewarre. 17 and a half minutes gone on the Rocky 24-hour locksmith time.
Wally Pavlik has put the size 16s into this. He kicked it over everyone's head. Bird couldn't take the mark. Chance. Wigmore hand pass over the top to Lehman. Here come Blue West. They're not giving up yet. The kick from Lehman's not good. Wosley intercepts in front of Bradbury. Does well. There's Mickey Wosley. Goes to half forward. Oh, drifting back with the flight of the footy. That's a good mark, Ronnie. That looks like the Dowser. Geez, played a good game. Oh! Oh! Russell can't believe it. There's 3 of us up here can't believe it. The free kick has gone there to Mickey Gardner.
I'd have no idea what that was for.
I can't believe Murray Scott's been left on bloody Darryl Russell, I've got to tell you. He was 20 metres away from him. God, give me strength. Well, anyway, boys, the ball's at the half-forward line for the Cheetahs. Wigmore. Over the top he goes. Westwick back now to Iannelli from 50. Kicks from about 45. Drop punt.
Denning!
Opportunity here for them. Nice grab, wasn't it?
Well, a good grab, and well played Iannelli too there, running on nicely. And well, he needs to kick this, Laurie, doesn't he?
He has to
They're not
capitalise
out of
on
the
this.
game. We saw Modewarre get 5 goals in front the other week there and lost the game by 2 or 3.
Ronnie's $5 mightn't be gone just yet.
Plenty of work yet, boys.
He should slot this, shouldn't he?
Well,
he has to kick this.
Well, he's kicked pretty well today. He's kicked 3 straight so far. He's only kicking from 20 metres. That's a tight angle.
That's a gimme. He's missed it.
That's a give me out of bounds. Oh, he's got a point. He stuck a point in. Poor kick from Ken Denning, who's kicked very well this afternoon, but unfortunately just when they wanted to bob one through, Ron.
Can't believe it.
Lack of concentration, perhaps.
Can't believe it.
Big Wally's ran 30 metres to kick this out, so it has to be a very long kick.
Well, here he goes. He kicked the last one,
It's a
60.
beauty.
This one not quite as far, about 58. Up goes Bird. Should have taken the mark and didn't. Push out being paid here. Going to go the way of the Modewarre Football Club. And that looks like Kel McLean there at half-back taking the free kick. He goes on right foot towards centre wing attacking side, looking for Meeson. He's up, he two bites the cherry, can't quite bring it in. He goes Wosley, pushes it in front of him, can't grab it. Meeson bursts his way through the pack, hand past the Berryman. In all sorts of trouble, does well, got rid of it. Oh, Meeson smothers the kicker, Stewie's got magnificently, then goes in after it again. Harvey dives in on top of two. There two Heath box. Meeson throws his weight around nicely. Umpire going to come in and ball this one up. Umpire there in Andrew Maxwell.
Geez, the Moose did well there, isn't he?
Oh,
He's
two or
pretty
three
well
dogs.
fired up, isn't he?
He is playing like a man possessed.
We might test him after the game. What do you think?
I wonder if he can pee in the bottle from here. Here's the bounce down. It goes back towards Hogan. Hogan gets it across to Lehman, running at centre wing. Lehman now trying to mount a final charge for the Blue West. Up he goes towards Westbrook. Can't take the mark. Styles gets underneath him there. Forces the error. Westbrook paddles the ball over the boundary line. And Westbrook looks as though he might have been a little bit hurt there on the ankle. But the boundary umpire's not waiting for any of that. He said, I'm going to throw the ball back into play. Grandstand side of the ground, half forward flank, Blue West in attack, and they badly need a major score.
They certainly do. Scott High fly back of the pack. All ricochets off Lumen's knee there to Basili to Berryman, who long bombs it. Russell, pushed there, yeah. Gardner got away with it. Loose ball now. Murray Scott with an opportunity. What can he do with this one? Looks there to Ingsworsen. Knocked away from him, but Wigmore butters up well for the Cheetahs. Now, we see that the ball, yeah, a bit of a fracker at the back of the half-pack line there. The ball is at the centre half forward now for the Cheetahs.
Yeah, they are. They're just having a bit of a bit tired over evidently. Murray Scott a bit tired, and but Shane Friday's got the ball. He's the one that counts. He chips it out wide to Mickey Bird, who's having a fairly good last quarter too. Over the top to Coots, who's been a good defender all day. Coots running well out of back pocket, kicks the ball down towards Siddle, who's out in front. He takes the mark in front there of Gardner. Jamie Siddle into the pocket. Too far there for Michael Wood. It's way off line. In fact, it might be
should have said
it
that, I think.
Yeah.
Should have tried to slot that across the centre a bit more.
But surely Woody shouldn't be leading to that pocket, though. He should be leading towards the corridor.
Yeah, you're correct, but still he could, we've got to have that imaginary space there.
That's exactly right, Laurie. As we've got some this time as Jason Franvlick at fullback takes the ball.
Almost 22 minutes gone. The Rockies 24-hour lost bit time clock.
Time clock ticking away, and I think... well, West can hold their head high. They've played 3 good quarters of footy, but unfortunately they've let themselves down in the final quarter. And congratulations to Modewarre because, they've started off that kicking 2 goals in the final term in the first 2 minutes, and I think that's just enough to take the wind out of the sails of the West camp.
Well, here comes Ronnie Stoop. He's been handy too. If he kicks this one, she is all over. Long kick by Stoop into the goal mouth. It's a long, long ball. It's a goal. Ronnie Stoop kicks the sealer. That's his third of the afternoon. He's got a figure in the better players today. He's been very good all the time. He's doing the hard things, Ronnie Stoop, and he's kicked 3 goals to finish off the work. And aren't they happy out there? Big Pavlik going back in the centre, and he's going to take this centre bounce. There's Justin Ladder on screen. Can he at his side? They need to kick some goals quickly, Blue West, because we've played 22 minutes of the final quarter. 63 plays, 39. It's over. Well, it is exactly 4 goals the difference on the Epco Easy Shops final quarter scoreboard in and around Geelong.
23-minute mark of the final term. The bounce again favours Modewarre's Troy Hovey as he hand passes to McLean. McLean now looks there to half forward. The bouncy ball didn't favour Wolseley too much and allows Box to come in. Ladder put the head down. Oh, Wally just comes through. Heath Box like as if he wasn't there.
And he got the ball too. Unbelievable. And it's on behind play. You follow the fight, Ronnie. The ball's gone to centre half forward. Kitty Denning comes out, takes a mark from Blue West, chips it into the forward zone. Nice kick up in front there. Good effort. Friday's a chance. Lays the tackle there on Ianelli. Ianelli loses the footy over the top. Ingerworsen straightens up, goes back on right foot as it touched off hands. Oh, gee, a hand pass over the top might have been handy there. In the goal square, Westerick was waiting, but of course he was under a fair bit of pressure on that occasion. Was Ingwersen, and 1 point goes on the board.
Okay, looks like Shane Coots is going to bring the ball back into play for the Modewarre side.
Can he kick it as far as Big Wally?
No, he's elected to go short to Pat Jackson there at half back. Just chips it over the top. Mickey Bird making position, has a bounce, runs through the true half back flank position. The kick, not a good one. Pavlik under a bit of pressure, but gee, he butters up well. Berryman likewise traps it, feeds off the hand pass to the run of Ronnie Stoop, who chips there to the Moose, who doesn't let him down.
Oh, what a game.
And he wastes no time. The Moose feeds off to the run of Wolsey. She should have gone back and kicked the goal, Moose, for mine, but doesn't matter. Still in their forward line for the Modewarre side. Wolsey, well collared, and we'll see a boundary throw in. And a bit of frustration come into the camp now. I think you'll find the cheaters might be suggesting we can't win the game, but we might win some fights. What do you reckon?
Loretta Goldie, what do you think about that comment from Brain?
I missed that one there. I was too busy doing some stats here.
A couple of head highs now starting to come into play.
Bit of frustration.
Yeah, a bit of frustration, I guess, yes.
Moose takes down to the air, has a tumbling punt towards the goal man that's smothered. Cowie just overran that one, the first mistake he's made all day. Now he's got it again, Cowie. Terrific push in the back, must take the free kick. Scotty Cowie, hold your head up high, son. You've been a grand player for the Blue West Footy Club this afternoon.
Yeah, certainly has. Plays on. Feeds off there to Ian Alley, who should have known better, really. Great smother. I think that's McLean. And the ball still stays in the forward pocket. It'll be between forward pocket, forward flank for the Modewarre side.
Boundary umpire puts a lovely throw in too. Give every ruckman every opportunity. There was a good one. Wosley gathered at ground level, got it backwards towards Big Wall. Big Wall goes up in the air. Where's Wally? There he is, up in the air. Long kick. Out comes Russell. Clean bowled him. Punch back. Bit of volleyball on now. Ronnie Stoops says, I don't play volleyball. I'll play a bit of footy. I'll have a flying shot. He's offline for the first time this afternoon. Or perhaps the second time this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I just had a very ordinary little mark there in my book there. But 2 points now for Ronnie Stoops. And along with 3 goals. 9-14 on the board, Modewarre, and 5 goals, 10 there to Blue West. They've stopped at three-quarter time. 26 minutes gone to the final quarter, Laurie. It is definitely all over. And can Modewarre regroup and challenge Bannockburn again next week?
I believe so, David. I think they've used a little bit of strategy here today. I think they've if I can put it, they probably slowed down halfway through the game. They've come home. They had to do something. They've played here twice and folded in the last quarter. I think that today they obviously kept Wally back for the last quarter, put him on the ruck, and I think it's been a big bonus for them. If they can do that next week, well, who knows, you know. Bannockburn and probably be favourites, but they'll take it right up to them.
Yeah, well, Bradbury got it out towards half back, but Stoop took them up there, fired in towards half forward again. Out in front here, Westwick receiving a free kick, is it? Wigmore wants to get the advantage, play on his court as he goes towards Ingleworth on the attacking side of the centre of the ground. Hand pass comes out to Coots. He does it nicely to Shane Coots, playing a grand player today. Chips it out to Basili. He's been handy since he came on the ground too, Ronnie, along with Havey. Basili goes out towards, that looks like the box out there. Takes the kick, kicks the ball into the forward zone. A bit of a push out here, I'd suggest. Mark taken by Blue West, but look, no doubt about it. That looks like Gardner. Got to give the ball back.
Darryl Russell.
Because Russell in front was pushed right in the middle of the back.
Murray Scott.
He's been a good player, Russell, as well.
Hasn't he ever? Well, he's kicked 3 goals, he kicked 2 goals, in fact, and Ben Andy's trying to straighten up for his third one now. The left foot kick, it's swinging back from the breeze. Has it got enough distance on it? If it hasn't, it's a mark. The Moose has got it. If it's not a goal, it's a mark.
Been an infringement on Scotty Cowie there. I think it
Good
was
call, Ronnie.
Against
Yes.
Michael Wood.
Off the ball.
Yeah, and Cowie plays on, but
And yes, Scotty, he is the best attacking ball back we've seen for a long time in this league, Ronnie.
oh, he's unbelievable.
He's played a great game. He's disappointed he has to go back and kick over the man of the mark. He said, I've never done it. What do I do now? Here comes Cowie, right foot kick to half back, looking for Lehman. Up over the top of Lehman, Pavlik can't take the mark. He got it at ground level, knocked it out wide, then Pavlik. Give his chance for his smaller player, Siddle around the boundary. Here comes Cowie, good tackle, Michael Wood. Spilt the ball free. Havey has a little bit of a kick. Cowie's got it again. Unbelievable. Got it out the box. Box in a bit of strife. Give it backwards there to Craig, and Craig will ease the pressure for Blue West, and he kicks the ball out to half back. And who's that, Ronnie?
I think you'll find it's Gavin Ingleworth.
Yep.
He's been a little quiet here this afternoon. Not
50.
his normal self, and I suppose missing that first semi with an ankle injury has probably cost him a little bit of match practice.
Yeah, I thought he played all right all the same. He's not their worst player by a long way.
Certainly. Kick this time to ladder. Oh, dear me. Well, the umpires paid it, but it wasn't a mark. Now, looks up forward. Lehman can't take the ball. Kicked off the carpet Friday. Well done. Loose ball, centre of the ground. Ingsworsen goes to half forward. Scott well knocked away from him there by, I think you'll find Vasily. And McLean now butters up well for the Warriors. Bouncy ball favours McLean. Broke the Heath box tackle. Centres the football. Wood, Cowie. This time Siddle. Back to Wood. But, he's well offline. He's missed the woodwork completely, has he? No, he's just snuck it in for a point.
A minor score there for Michael Wood. And
should have made better of that, Ron.
Certainly.
Looking forward to next week, they'd have to kick them against Bannockburn. You can't blaze away and kick those sort of...
Well, 9-11, 9-11-65. Modewarre 5-10-40. Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club on the APCO Easy Shop final quarter scoreboard. The one-stop shop that's got the lot. The APCO Easy Shop.
In and around Geelong as we see Craig kick the ball back into play. Wasn't a particularly long kick into his time. Craigie got on. Here's Charles Behavey. Picks it up, goes bang on the left foot. He's had a flying shot at the goal mouth. Oh, he's just stripped it away. Just missed that one box, Havey. But it's been all Modewarre in the final quarter.
Yep, certainly has. And they deserve the right to challenge Bannockburn for the 94 Division 2 Premiership Cup.
No goals in the final quarter of Blue West, Ron. Haven't been able to kick a major.
No, and they should have kicked 3, as we see now the ball from Cowie straight down the middle of where Ings was and well collared. The loose hand pass. Wolseley been impressed with his game today as well. Likewise, Russell. There it is.
Siren.
It is all over for the Cheetahs for 94. Congratulations to the Modewarre Warriors. They'll take on the Bannockburn Tigers for the 94 Premiership next Saturday.
Well, they've kicked 6 goals. They kicked 3 goals to three-quarter time, Modewarre. They've kicked 6 goals in the final quarter. They kicked about 4 of them in about 7 minutes or something, Laurie, didn't they? And that just opened the game up right up. It split it right down the middle, that game. That didn't do. And also, Meeson was the one that set him up in that final quarter.
Certainly, David. I thought he played a great game all day, Paul Meeson. I don't think we can go... As far as I'm concerned, he was probably the best player on the ground.
He was the best player for Modewarre, yeah.
Yeah, definitely about... You don't think he was the best player on the ground?
Scott Cowie by a street.
We'll soon find out when the voting comes up, Laurie, but he did do a great job in defence. When he went into attack, he set him alight in the final quarter. They've gone 9-12 on the board. That's 86 points for Modewarre. They have defeated Blue West 5-10-40. They couldn't kick a major in the final quarter, and just when we thought that Blue West might have had the game by the scruff of the neck, Ron, they weren't able to answer the challenge of the Warriors.
I'm a little bit disappointed myself. I backed them and I thought that for 3 quarters they'd controlled the game pretty well. It was in a pretty tough encounter. But unfortunately, to the credit of the Modewarre side, they were able to consolidate their position at 3/4 time and come back from despair. They hadn't led all day and were 13 points down at 3/4 time. And, well, to their credit, they kicked the first 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the final quarter, and that was really the nails in the coffin. And after that, West tried very hard. They had a 3 or 4 forward thrusts where easy goals from Denning and Westwick were missed. And
you got to kick
final analysis, that was very costly.
You got to kick those ones, don't you, Laurie? You can't afford to miss crucial shots for goal in a final.
Definitely. The thing I liked about Modewarre today, they were on, was I believe actually they tried something different. I think they tried to work out the pace a bit today, and they kept Wally out of the ruck in the last in the third quarter, brought him back on the last quarter. It was a little bit like the second semi there at one stage. It was Pavlik, Hovey into the forward line quickly. And I think
I was a bit critical of the the coaching staff of Modewarre. They have their better players up in the forward line, really doing not much at all. And then at 3/4 time, obviously regrouped and decided, look, we better put our better players on the ball.
Well, they put
and that's
Paul
what
Meeson
they did.
down there on in the forward line. He certainly gave him a lot of life there in the last quarter. Hell, he's got a big heart. You know, if he's a racehorse, you'd think he'd be big as Farlap, I think.
Yeah, it was a great effort from Paul, and I do personally congratulate him. And he got my 2 votes here this afternoon for a great effort of 4 quarters of, premiership football.
Okay, goal kickers for this game here today. Wasn't too many to 3/4 time. We saw a bit of an avalanche in the last quarter to Modewarre. For Blue West, 1 goal to Darryl Cox, 1 goal to Dean Westwick, and 3 goals to Kenny Denning, who certainly didn't lower his colours up on the forward line, did his level best for Blue West. Modewarre, single goal kickers were Moose Meeson, Michael Wood, Wally Pavlik and Mickey Wosley. Multiples were kicked by Darryl Russell, who got 2, and Ronnie Stoop played a very nice game all day and kicked 3 goals. Well, Modewarre, they go back, they get a rematch with Bannockburn next week. It was a pretty interesting game last week, Ronnie. I think it'll be an interesting game next week too, Laurie.
I think it should be a good game next week, Dave. I'd like to know the full extent of young Nathan Burns' injury. You know, if he can butter up again next week against Bannockburn, because I was impressed with him.
Looks all right, doesn't he?
He, as I said earlier in the contest, he had 2 shots at goal, weren't allowed. He was a vocal point up there until he got that injury. It looked serious from here, but, you know, maybe a few stitches and he could take his position again next week. And he can do that. He'll certainly be an asset to Modewarre next Saturday.
Yeah, he's got a good footy brain, I would suggest, Laurie.
Yeah, very good.
Excuse the pun, but he just happened to be where the ball was. And
not where it ain't.
That's exactly right, because that's exactly I would say. It's no point being where the ball ain't.
And as I would say, Ronnie Brain, have you got your votes ready?
Certainly.
For the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock trophy?
Yep.
Magnificent trophy from Rockies too. We thank them very much.
They supported us all throughout the season, and thanks very much, Rock, for a great job. And I'm sure the players do appreciate just a small token of our appreciation for the entertainment that they've provided us throughout the season, and an acknowledgement of their efforts. And today I gave Ron Stoop 1 vote for being Mr. Consistency all day. I gave 2 votes to Paul Meeson for, well, it was in defence or up forward. Paul, great game of footy. Couldn't squeeze your head of Scotty Cowie, because I've never seen a bloke play full-back like the way that bloke does. And in a losing side, Scotty Cowie gets my 3 votes here this afternoon.
Laurie, got yours ready?
Yes, certainly have, David. I thought it was a great game that, as far as Modewarre is concerned today. They had a lot of very good players. I thought Paul Meeson played well for them. I thought Stoop, Hovey, Darryl Russell and Shane Coots were probably amongst their better players. For West, I thought Scott Cowie was certainly the best player. Stewie Scott had 26 kicks, by the way, and I think if you have 26 kicks, that's got to put you in one of the better players. I thought Lehman played pretty well across the back line for West Geelong. But to give 3, 2 and 1, I'm going to disagree a little bit. I'll give it 3 to Paul Meeson. I thought he played a great game all day. I thought Scotty Cowie was certainly West's best player. I'll give him 2 votes. And I thought number 10 for Modewarre, Ronnie Stoop, 3 goals, was a great effort, but he also controlled the centre all day, I felt, and he certainly deserved the 1 vote.
Okay, well, I'm pretty similar to you boys. We've all got around the same mark here. I've given 1 vote to Darryl Russell, who played on wing and also at half forward, because when you take as many marks as he does under pressure, and he kicked a couple of goals, he's just a focal point for them. They know they can move the ball through the wing, and he doesn't let them down, Darryl Russell. He took some nice grabs today, and I thought he played 4 very handy quarters. I gave him 1 point. I gave 2 votes to Scotty Cowie for reasons already mentioned. He's the best fullback in this comp by a long way. That is Division 1 or Division 2. You can have them both in there. He's just a sensational fullback, and a bit like David Dent started way back in the late 60s or 70s or something, Ronnie, where he used to take the ball and run like a tin air, and away he goes, Cowie. And he doesn't waste it either when he does run. He did a great job for him today. And I go 3 votes to the Moose. I've got him down as the best player for Modewarre for 3 out of the 4 quarters. And 3 of them were in defence and 1 was in attack. So I can't knock him on that one. And the Moose gets my 3 points. So I think, Ronnie, we want to come up with Paul Meeson winning the Rockies trophy there.
Yeah, congratulations,
just in front of Scotty Cowie.
Got 8 votes here this afternoon, and Scotty Cowie
and Ronnie Stoop, the
7.
3rd point.
Ronnie Stoop with 3 votes. Darryl Russell with 1. Congratulations
to
Paul
Guest
Meeson.
Video tankards, of course, to the 2nd and 3rd best players on the ground.
Yep, certainly. And of course, we must not forget Doug and Julie Pike, joiners and builders in Geelong West, supporting us and also providing us with a trophy each week for the best team player of this particular game. Gentlemen, your choices.
Well, my choices, one that he made 2 mistakes, and they're both crucial, was Shane Coots in the back pocket. But the only 2 mistakes he made, I think one cost a goal and one cost a behind, I think. But, gee, didn't he run the ball well out of defence? He took the chance, he ran down the ground and set his team up. And that's what I like about him. I like Coochie the way he runs out the back pocket. He's my pick, Ronnie.
Okay. Laurie?
Yes, I quite agree with you, Cookie. Coochie did play well there. I just feel sometimes he makes some unforced errors which detracts from his game a little bit.
Where are we going?
But he was certainly a good player out there today, and I certainly will agree with you, David. Coochie's mine as well.
Yeah, okay.
Ronnie's just talking all the girls here.
Yeah, Coochie, I like Vinny Lehman, and I've got to send a special cheerio to the Lehman family, because they'll be very proud of his son Vinny here today for a great performance. But Mr. Consistency in defence played very well in that second semi as well, did Shane Coots, and we haven't really acknowledged him to date. And yeah, okay, congratulations, Shane Coots is going to be the best team player
for Doug and Julie Pike.
Doug and Julie Pike's Builder Joiners Award here for the 1994 Division 2 preliminary final, which we saw a victory to the Modewarre Warriors, David Cook.
They've gone 9 goals, 12-86. They come home with 6 goals, 6 in the final quarter on to set up the game for them. There it is, 9-12-86 on the APCO Easy Shops final quarter scoreboard. They defeated Blue West 5-10-40. Division 2 preliminary final here at the Geelong West over the umpires. Well, Ronnie wasn't too happy with them, and there was a few others. Andrew Maxwell and Gary Kerr. The boundary umpires were good. Ben Johnson and Danny Van Wanrooy. And the goals were Trevor Kramer and Darren McKinnon. And the emergency, Ronnie thinks he should have got a run, Neil Kramer.
Thank you very much to, all the team. David Tigger Cook, Laurie DeGoldie supporting us here. And Ronnie Brain, of course, pulling the punches up here for guest video again. As, we've got pretty good support, I suppose, from these other idiots in the team. Sean Cannon, Scott Parker. And it's all right, Sean, I'll pay you later, son.
You snipped a couple of bucks off,
yeah,
Sean.
he snipped a couple of bucks off me. But anyway, technical director downstairs, that other idiot, Brett Revere. Thank you very much for your work here this afternoon. Hope you've enjoyed the call as much as what we have in bringing it to you. Another fine guest video production.
There he is.
Oh, what an idiot.
What can I say?
Talking about idiots.